Hello and welcome to the GorillaTaggingKid version 5.5 mod menu review. So we have disconnect, which will disconnect you from the lobby, whichever one you're in. There's join random public, quick gorilla tag, and first person camera. And as you can see, this is a very overpowered speed boost, and it is detected, so if you use this in a public lobby, you will get banned. But either way, I do not recommend using mods in any public lobby, only use it in privates with your friends. Next we have platforms. These are just normal RGB platforms. They do stick to your hands, which is pretty good. And they aren't glitchy or anything, they're just pretty good, average platforms. Next we have RGB. You need to go to stunt for this to work. Oh, and other players can see it, by the way. Next there's switch hands. It just switches the hand the mod menu's in. Alright, page number 2. There is a TP gun and I find this very accurate. And then there's flip menu, just flips it to the back of your hand. This next one is one of my personal favorites, Car Monk. It just lets you drive around as if you're in a car, and it's really good. Next there's slide control. It just lets you control where you slide very accurately. Another one of my favorites is remove rig. It's basically just an invisible monkey. And don't worry, other players cannot see the snowballs when you're invisible. And another really good mod is Ghost Monkey. This basically allows you to just pause your rig and you can walk outside of your actual body, which is really cool. This mod is very useful for trolling, but remember, do not troll in public lobbies or else you will get banned. This is another really fun mod. Highly recommended. Next up we have Big Monk. Big Monk is basically just override world scale, but it's a lot easier to access since you only have to press a button instead of having to go to the Steam VR settings. It is quite hard to turn off though. Next page. Now what Beacon does, it just puts a big beacon above everyone's head so you can see them. No tag freeze means that if you get tagged you won't be frozen for a minute. No gravity just turns off the gravity for you and it can be very funny. Next up is stop time. You do this with the right trigger, although keep in mind it only stops time for you, not other players. The next mod in the menu is reverse time. I have managed to juke a lot of my friends with this and it is pretty cool. As you can see, you can just jump, hold the left grip, and you just go right back in time. Very cool mod. Next up there's Slingshot. This is basically just a really fast fly. And you can probably hear my soundboard right now. The soundboard I use is called Soundpad on Steam. It is $4, but it's definitely worth it. It's pretty cool. Next there's X-Ray for Forest. The next mod is Low Gravity. And as you can see, it works pretty well. And it's not laggy or glitchy either. The next mod is Fly, and it works pretty well. Next up is Checkpoint. I think it's right grip or trigger. Place it wherever you want, then let go. Then just press the right trigger to spawn back where it was. This can be very useful if you're attempting a trick shot. And if you fail the trick shot, you won't have to go all the way back up to where the trick shot starts. This next mod, No Clip, is very useful. But make sure you have platforms on, because obviously you're going to fall through the map. You just hold the right trigger and you fall through anything solid. This next mod is Wall Walk, so I'm going to go to Forest for this one. As long as you're holding the left grip, your gravity will go towards the wall. You can use this to fake being good, but just don't. The next mod is Up and Down. Now be really careful with this one, because it will shoot you really fast. Left trigger goes down, right trigger goes up. Let's try again. Again, be really careful with this one. I just about hit a branch and it sent me flying. Alright, now we're getting into the OP stuff. There's a lag server gun, which is really OP, a crazy voice button, a kick gun, another lag server, and Wacky Monk. This basically just makes you look really glitched out and moving around really quickly. The next one is head spinning, but I'll have to go to the mirror in City to show you what this looks like. But then, this happened. Wait. There was like 1,000 different codes that they could have joined, and like 20,000 with 2 letters and 1 number, and they just so happened to join the same code as me? Anyway, let's get back to the video. Now, this is what it looks like on my screen, but for other players it's just the head spinning, and the hat spin with the head as well. But there is one problem with head spinning, and that is that when you turn off head spinning, your head just stops spinning, and it doesn't go back to the normal place. Anyway, from here on out on the mod menu, all of the mods are just self-explanatory. Whatever the name of the mod is, that's exactly what it does. But when you're modding, always remember to make sure you don't accidentally join a public lobby, because most mods are detected and it will get you insta-banned. Okay, well that is the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed. This took a long time to make, so make sure you follow. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if I should make more of these videos.